Right, I hope everybody's having a nice Sunday morning, and I'm just going to show you where I'm going to go in a minute, and it's easier to just do it here. We're next to a railway line, and you can see now it's just all woods, and this is at the turn of at the turn of the 1900s. Now this cottage here is still there, it's just the ruins of it are just right there. There's nothing left of that one or any of these as far as I know. What caught my interest was this. If you see this little house here or whatever it was, there's a tiny little path coming out of it, going the opposite way from all the other ways out. And it just ends right there in a wee circle. And I'm wondering if that's an old dump. That's where their tip was. If not, I'm not sure. I want to find out what that is either way, but that's the plan for today. I'm going to go here, I'm going to detect around this one, which is there as you can see, and then I'm going to go and see if this was a dump and have an explore around there, and I just hope I can find it. I need to sort of try and memorise where this is in relation. It's pretty much directly along from there. Because I know as soon as I get in there it's all going to look completely different, but that's the plan for today. Some detecting around this bit and some digging around there to hopefully find some bottles and pottery and whatnot. And one of the reasons I want to do this area is because just a couple of fields away they're building 200-300 new houses. So this time next year this place will be heaving with dog walkers. I'm just going to do it now while I can get some peace and quiet. So the next time you see me, I'll be down here. Just in there is where they've just started the construction for all these new houses. This nice little lane is going to get trashed soon. And that line of trees, I can't point, my hands are full. Straight over there, that line of trees is where I'm headed. So you can see how close it is to all this crap. And in no time at all this place will be polluted with people just like everywhere else, so that's why I'm doing it today. We're here. This is the wee little piece of wood that was between the railway line and the other bit. So this cottage is somewhere in here, and there's an old stone wall here that runs all the way along there, and I found a bottle just lying on the surface. I think this is a fairly modern one. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's been made, mass produced. But anyway, find this cottage and just see what's in here. But right, I found it. Not bad. It's got a nice open area with some huge trees right in front of it, so I can detect all around these huge trees. That's good. And I've also, the first thing I noticed was pieces of pottery just lying about. What does that say? That says England. So not too bad at all. Right, I've come to where I think that little dot, that little circular thing was. The cottage is over there now, and I'm pretty sure it was around about here, and I'm seeing some stuff. Wait a minute, there's a bottle. I found this as well, by the way, just lying on the ground, and I have no idea what this is. Right, I'll have a look around here. This looks quite promising. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, wait, aye, see if you look. That's a big mound. Yeah, I think it's here. I think this is it right here. Oh man, hold on a minute. Wait a minute, what even is that? Is that the thing you connect wagons with? Right, I'm gonna go and get my gloves. Oh, God damn. I'm gonna get my gloves and my spade and do some digging. There's another bottle just lying there. That looks modern. Right. This is an unusual one. I've never seen a bottle like that before. And some of these look like screws. They don't seem that old. But they're on the top. Maybe, as usual, the older stuff. Oh, look. Yeah. I think I found a... That's modern-ish. What is that? Sunfresh. Yeah. Oh. I don't think these are all that old. I think these are going back to the 50s maybe, or something like that. I mean, what shit? I don't know what that says. Looks like I might be doing some bottle digging today instead of metal detecting. There we go, that's a little bit older. Right. Well, that's good because now I know what to look for on a map when I'm looking for a dump. It's a little circle with a dot in the middle of it. Right, I'll pause this just because this is going to get boring. I'll pause this just now and have a look. If you can see it, but you can just see the remains of a path. Oh, I think there's a train coming. That's the dump. Right. I'll have a explore. I won't record it. I'll come back after an hour or so. You can barely see it, but there's a tiny little stream here. And I was just looking in it, and it is full of stuff like... What the hell are those? And then if you come further down... Oh. That's quite nice, and that's actually in... Oh, it's got some holes in it. But anyway, yeah, see if you look down, I don't know if this has all been washed down, or if this is actually where the dump is. But there are pieces of old... Loads of them. So is this where the main dump is, or has this all been washed down by this pathetic little stream? I think that's been washed down, because look at them. Do you know, there's a lot to look at in this place. I thought it would be a lot smaller than it actually is. That's quite a nice bottle. What was that? Right, okay, this whole place is going to take a long time to do. It's not quite what I expected. Oh well, that's not a bad problem to have though, is it? Oh, that's just a little intact. Oh, jar. Right, I've got an idea. I think what I'm going to do, I mentioned it in a video before, is do a camping and metal detecting sort of series. And I think this would be a perfect place to do it. Because, right, hold on a minute, I'm going to pause it, go back and talk to you properly. Do you know, I just cleaned this bottle off. Lunan Pharmacist. Do you remember one of my other metal detecting bottle videos? The bottle that had the measurements on the side was a G. Lunan of Edinburgh, a pharmacist. So it looks like that's another one of his bottles. And what would a pharmacist sell in a bottle like that? Gin or something. Right, so I think this is the perfect place to come camping for 2 days, or even a day, well, a night, and just camp, do some cooking in the Dutch oven, and just metal detect and bottle dig. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I've wanted to do it, and I've been struggling to find a good place, somewhere that isn't busy with people, but has everything I need, and this is it. Nobody will ever come here until those houses are built up there. There's an open place over there where I can pitch the tent. I can do bottle digging all over here. There's stuff everywhere, right? And then I can go and metal detect under all the big trees at the cottage. Yeah, that's it. Decision made. I'm going to come back here maybe next week, maybe this week, and do some camping. What do I do today though? I don't want to do anything else today, because then there'll be not much left to do. Right, I'll pause it just now and decide. Shaving cream. I think this site has got modern stuff on the surface. Sort of 1940s, 1950s, and then older stuff as well. That's what I think. Nice piece of pottery was just lying in pretty much right there, and I think whatever's made its house in there has pulled this out. Right, I know it's the complete opposite of what I said this morning, just an hour or two ago. I'm not going to do metal detecting today. I'm not going to dig any of the bottles. I'm going to leave it all. I'm going to come back here. Today's Sunday, so either next week, but most likely the week after. And I'm going to camp for at least one night, but probably 2 or 3. And I'm going to do metal detecting and bottle digging. I'm going to do everything here. And today what I'll do, I'll just show you inside this thing, and then that's me. I'm going to go home. So I'm sorry that I totally changed my mind there, but at least you've got an idea now. And if you have any advice on what I could do when I come camping here, or anything you would like to see me do within reason, obviously I'll be cooking, metal detecting and bottle digging. If you can think of anything I should bring with me, or any tips, let me know. Right, let's have a look in this jungle. Do you know what? See, when this was in use, I bet he's got a wall there, the house here. I bet this was a nice little garden or something. I'll pause it, 2 secs. Right, it's got 1, 2, 3 doors. It ends there, goes there. That's a lot bigger than a cottage. There was either a lot of guys staying here, or this was just maybe a storeroom for the railway line, I don't know. God. It's maybe it is a bit older than I thought, because those trees that are growing out of it are old. Jeez, oh. God, where would you start if you were detecting this? I wonder if that... You can't see it, that wall looks completely different to that wall. I wonder if they've added an I don't know, I don't have a clue. All I know is it's fairly old and it's nice to walk around. Weird to think some guy probably slept there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going home now. And when I come back, all this is getting detected. Bottles are getting dug up. Stuff's getting cooked left, right and centre. That's the plan. And I'll look forward to any advice that anybody has. I'm just waiting for some eggs to boil. And I had a thought, if I do it for more than one night, what do I do for my phone? Is there something... You can get, not spare batteries, but basically batteries that you just plug in and it'll give you a charge. If anyone can recommend any good ones that I could take with me, I'll buy one of them. Excuse me. And nothing else at the moment. But yeah, if you can think of anything like that I'll need and probably forget myself, just let me know once I put this video up. Oh, the weirdest thing just happened. I went and moved the Dutch oven and the top of this egg just fell off. But it's not come out. Look at it. I mean... I've never seen that before. Anyway. Stopping for a breather. I never knew you got such a good view here. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Ah, there you go. There's the castle. Way in the distance. It was built on a volcano, and that's the rest of the part of the volcano. It's extinct now.